Hey YouTube, it's Marty from the channel Budget Bugout, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the 5 knives that I'm most excited about for 2018. So you guys probably have realized right now that it is a new year, if you haven't figured it out, and it is January, so that means basically one thing for those of us who are in the gear community is that new products that are being released this year are basically being announced on a daily basis.
Yeah, now we're talking! Yeah! Ow!
And even more will be announced at SHOT Show.
Woo! Woo!
Now, unfortunately, even though I've attended SHOT Show for the last few years, my military schedule will simply not allow me to attend this year's one.
I'm making a complete butt of myself.
Now, I know the facial hair kind of throws some of y'all off, but yes, I am still active duty. I've just taken an extended Christmas break, and I've enjoyed it quite thoroughly. I'll be going back into work on Monday. But even though I won't be in a physical attendance at SHOT Show, I will still be able to reach out to these companies that I've been working with and review items that are coming out this year. And that's one of the main reasons why I'm making this video, is to kind of gauge what products you guys are most excited about. So let me know those down in the comment section down below. Maybe tell me your 5 favorite new products that are being announced. I'll be leaving all the resources of the products I'm going to be talking about in the video down in the description box down below. I'm going to run up and grab my laptop here in a second and go over them with you. But I wanted to also announce that I will be attending Blade Show 2018. Maybe you can run into me in person. I think that'd be a really cool thing, because I've never been to a Blade Show, and it's not a closed event like SHOT Show is. So I can't go to SHOT Show this year, so I'm going to go to Blade Show for the first time ever. So I'm very excited about that. And Blade Show is basically where the announcements for what the best knives that have been released. It's where, you know, the best value folder, best import of the year, all that kind of stuff. So be a totally new experience for me. But let's go ahead and get right down to it, talking about the new products that are coming out this year in the knife world, and talk about why I like them as well. Stay tuned. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I have my laptop here, and we're going to go ahead and dive into the new products that are being released this year, 2018. Let's go ahead and get started. I'll leave links for where you guys can pre-order this gear. I'll leave that in the description box down below. So I'm going to pull up the online catalog for Spyderco and then talk about the one that I'm most excited about. But as I was going through this catalog, I did like one of the first knives that I flipped past was the Endura 4 with the Emerson Wave, which is something that I know it's been out for a while, but every time I see it online, I'm just like, I really want that Endura 4 with that Emerson Wave. Let me know you guys' thoughts. But the one that I'm excited about that's being released this year is the Shaman Black Blade Spyderco knife. Now, the Shaman was just released. It was announced maybe a couple months ago, and I haven't got my hands on it yet, but I'm in the process of either saving up for it or working with someone to get that sent to me. But what I really like about the Shaman is the fact there's just 2 things that make it stand out. So it just looks aesthetically pleasing, and it has a blade that reminds me of the Manix 2, and you guys know that Manix 2 is a knife that I really like. I own 2 of them. But the 2 things that really stand out is the handle itself, which looks like it's going to be more curved and contoured, more so than the Manix. So looks like it could be really comfortable in hand and give you a really good grip on what you're cutting. And the second thing is that it has the compression lock that is famous on the Paramilitary 2, which is one of my other favorite knives, as you guys probably know. So and the Black Blade is coming out as well as a satin finish one. It's USA made, and looks like, at least the one I'm looking at right now online with the Black Blade, it's $194. So it has matte G10 handles, S30V steel, and the weight on it is going to be 5.2 ounces. So Is it worth just under $200? I'm not sure. You know, maybe a Mannix or Delica or paramilitary, that those are going to be around $100 or less. Maybe that would be a better deal for you guys, but that's just a knife that really stands out to me. But the next product that I'm most excited about comes from Benchmade. So Benchmade has released a lot of really good products this year. Those products are more or less miniaturized versions of their best sellers from last year, and that's going to include the Presidio 2, as well as the Freak and the Crooked River knife. Now, I own the Freak and the Crooked River knife, and I like them. The Crooked River knife I do feel is too big and too heavy, so the miniaturized version of that, you know, looks appealing to me. But the one that stands out to me the most, partially because it has that grip that the Freak, the Benchmade Freak has, as well as the orange accents that I really like in knives. You guys know that I love knives with orange handles. It's just easier to find in the woods. But the Benchmade Hunt Grizzly Ridge folding knife is sort of what is calling my name. It has a 3.5 inch S30V steel, and like I said, it has that grip. It has orange Grivory and Versaflex, and it weighs 3.77 ounces, and it will be running around $123, so right around where the paramilitary lives. So, you know, it might be affordable. It might be a good knife for you guys. I'm going to see, I'm going to try to see if I can get this knife for you guys and do a review. But is there another Benchmade that you guys are really excited about? Let me know down below. Another that I'm excited about, it's the new Buck 110. It's a lightweight buck knife, and it's very budget friendly, just under $25. So I'm down for it. I'm game. I'm probably just going to purchase it myself. I don't even have to work with Buck on this. But what makes this stand out is not just the price, but also the handle material. It's black nylon handles, and it has a polyester sheath, and I'll talk about that in a second. But it's made in the USA, and it weighs 2.1 ounces according to its product description online. So hopefully that's going to be correct and everything, and if so, I'm very excited about it, because the Buck 110, the regular one, it ranges from $40 to $50 online, and that one weighs 7.2 ounces. So now I will say that the regular Buck 110 has the famous leather sheath that everybody kind of knows and loves. So I'm kind of wondering if the reason why it's dropped so much is not just because of the handle, but also because they kind of chinsed out on the sheath. So we'll see. If nothing else, I'll just use the sheath from my other Buck 110 that I already have with it. And then the fourth product that I'm really excited about comes from CRKT. CRKT has, you know, a few good models that I'm excited about. They have a whole line of new knives like they do every year, and then maybe I'll have to look at them a second time. But there are only two that really stood out. One of them is their M16 knife, and looks like they're finally doing away with the auto locks for all of their M16s. And so I'm very excited about that, because that's kind of annoying to disengage a lock before I disengage the liner lock. But I'm very excited. The new ones seem to be frame lock, good design, and no auto locks. But that one isn't necessarily the one that I'm most excited about. I like their new one from Ryan Johnson, the one that's designed, the fixed blade one that he has, and I think it's pronounced Kook because it's K-U-K, and it's a kukri style fixed blade, and it's also budget friendly. $44.95 is what I'm seeing online right now, and it has polypropylene handles and a polyester sheath, and you know, it looks like it's a good design. It looks like it'd be comfortable, and I'm kind of curious to see if that's going to be a devastating zombie killing knife that it looks like. Like I said, it has that kukri shape to it, and Ryan Johnson makes a lot of really good designs. I really wish that I had the money to acquire some of his designs that he makes for RMJ Tactical, but it's just a little bit too expensive for me. But that's really cool that you can get one of his designs at a lower cost. Now, as far as the fifth knife, I've done a lot of thinking. The interest that I'm most piqued in is whatever Mora, the secret project that Mora is working on. So Mora Knives, or Mora Kniv, I think is how the Swedes pronounce their brand. It's a very budget-friendly knife company, and you guys have seen a lot of my videos where I include Mora knives in my those videos. Well, they came out with a fixed blade knife recently, and I'm trying to remember the name off the top of my head. It's actually on its way to me, but so once I have it in hand, then I will give it a shout out, Mora. Not until then, but their fixed blade knife with a full tang I really like. And or at least I think I'm going to like. I know a lot of other reviewers like it, and I'm wondering if their new one also has a full tang, and if the blade is going to be longer, because I know David Canterbury has also hinted at Mora having a new knife, and has been kind of more or less complaining about the fact that the blade isn't longer. So I know that Mora does sell knives that they have a longer blade but without the full tang. And I'm just kind of wondering if they're going to kind of work with what David Canterbury keeps saying about their blades, and have him make his quote-unquote perfect Mora knife. So I'm not saying that that is what's going to happen, but Mora reached out to me to do just for me to swing by the SHOT Show booth, and they're very excited about their new designs, as I'm sure a lot of other companies are. But I'm getting just a really good feeling about Mora this year. Alright guys, so those are the 5 knives that I'm most interested in seeing in 2018, or at least out of the ones that I'm aware of. But I'd love to hear y'all's thoughts in the comment section down below, what items that you're most looking forward to that are being released this year, whether they be knives or other gear, and I'll use your feedback to help drive my reviews. I'll be also leaving the links of the knives that I've been talking about in this video and how to pre-order them in the description box down below. Y'all stay safe out there, and remember, it pays to be prepared. God bless.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us today.
No problem, guys. Make sure you watch this channel. Good information, lots of subscribers. And again, I thank you for joining us here at SHOT Show 2017.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. This is Marty from the channel YouTube channel. Budget Bugout.